everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about story.
A top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 21 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. Over the middle, complete. That's McKinney. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, Hamilton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now on on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. On first down, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Hamilton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times do we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Throwing on first down. Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, here's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
From the 29, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 26-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hamilton got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Hamilton. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hamilton. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Hamilton looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Hamilton's pass complete to number 83.
Lutz will look to add the extra point.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Flush to his right. They'll try and run it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Coleman on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 17, Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Hamilton. And the grab by Kroft. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's go. Check nine.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
That's what I was talking about. Nice hit.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Hamilton, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Now Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A draw play for Mixon. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run it with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson able to get this to Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This is Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Jones. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Hamilton. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Hamilton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Hamilton. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Hamilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Looking to throw. Hamilton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on,